Hi everyone, so this is going to be my first test of how my recording sounds, and I'm just going to use a quick Path of Exile run to see how this turns out. And I know that this is not going to be great, but you know, that's the way it goes. I've never done this before, so this is my first YouTube experiment, and I'm actually going to be developing and evolving over time, so I'm really excited, and we'll see how this goes. Right now, I'm just doing this at night because, you know, that's when everyone else is asleep, and I have a 2-year-old and 3 cats and a dog, and I guess it's already too much information for most people to stand. So I'm just going to start by running through here. I've already got this character up to level 12, so I'm going to see where I want to go now. Actually, I'm not sure if there are any waypoints here that I'm supposed to just see. I see that so far I've gotten 5 waypoints. Maybe I'll just use this opportunity of messing around with this and exploring to find out what I can do. So far it doesn't look like I can actually go that way, so let's see. Wow, you guys got an interesting little set of pictures. Did you see that? I didn't actually. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Huh. Like monotonous. Let's see. Well, I guess I could run around here right now. Oh well, I think I'm just gonna go to prison and see how this is gonna go. Where am I? Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Just trying to figure out. I can't hear anything right now in my gameplay, so I guess I'll have to figure that out. I don't know whether this is going to work or not, and I wonder if my mouse clicks will actually pick up in this. Should I or should I not turn on the comments in here? This is really distracting for me to see all those people who are trying to sell stuff. Maybe it's not appropriate. I should probably turn this off for future recordings. I'm aware that my voice is kind of strange. I know that right now I'm kind of distracted. I've never done running commentary before. Usually I do this on presentations, but this is kind of a new thing for me. And I know that when you start recording, usually you get into the habit of defaulting to whatever is your normal voice, and it gets really long. You don't really know what you're going to sound like until you actually listen to stuff the first time on a playthrough. So, oh crap! All right, so I'm just spamming this right now. What is this called? It's called Summon and Breaking Spirit. It's actually very, very useful. Just kind of stand back and let everything go.
I am no beast of burden.
Oh, I'm already full. Is there any way for me to actually get more? Sorry, what was I going to say? More storage? I really don't know. Like I said, a lot of my playthroughs will be just commenting on what I'm doing and reacting to what I see. Hopefully that will improve over time. I'm going to try to minimize what I say in terms of, what do you call those? Weasel words, like what I just did there, and like, and all that good stuff that you're not supposed to do. It's the same thing when you're doing presentations in real life. RL. Let's see, where do I want to go next? Maybe I should just run back to my waypoint and check out what's going on over there. One thing about Path of Exile that I really enjoy is the fact that it seems like everything has a purpose. Everything you pick up has to be useful in some way. The normal objects, whenever you use them, or whenever you sell them, will give you fragments for your scrolls of wisdom. And those are things that you're going to really need in terms of identifying various objects that you run across in the world as you pick up things. In Diablo, it's more like, well, once you've leveled out or past that point, you no longer really need it anymore. And so then that thing becomes pretty much just trash. And there's no motivation for you to pick it up or to use it. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to come back here. I'm going to take a look at what I got over here. What have I got? Rawhide gloves. Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted to check out. What are you? Pandemonium cowl. Price level 6. Price level 5. Oh, as a general rule of thumb, I try to trade up whenever I can. So I'm going to try doing that. And let's sell the rest of this stuff. If anyone knows about whether there's a better way to do this, just let me know. I really have no idea what I'm doing most of the time right now. For the most part, the general rule that I'm using is if I am not interested in applying it to my inventory or equipping it anytime, I just basically toss it. Oops. Got to sell you. Let's sell you too. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Let's just dump this. Yeah, I'm on my way. So I'm trying to play this about the same way that I played Diablo in the past. For those of you who have played Diablo, you get into this rhythm of saying, okay, well, I want this, that, and the other, and you go through and sort out what you're interested in picking up, what you don't want, what you want to throw away, and maybe if you have your mains and then your alts later on. I don't know if this game will let you transfer that or not. Between characters, your stash, I don't know if it'll let you do that. Let's see. Oh, I'll pick that up. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can. How do you do this? Let's see. There's trade chat, local, global. Let's just turn all this off for now. And yeah, that should do it. Okay, so that's how you toggle it. Yeah, that way I won't be distracted. Oh, there we go. Oops. Yeah, so I'm recording for the first time on my new computer that I've built. Generally, since I have background in computer engineering, I like to keep everything at a rhythmic pace. My first build was actually in 2006, and then again in 2012, and now. So every single build I've had is a significant improvement, because as a rule of thumb, you want to keep it so that you're not just doing incremental changes, but at the same time, the drawback to that is that you really can't play the games you want to play after 3 or 4 years, because the technology that the games leverage becomes, well, it grows beyond what you can actually use. Did I say that right? What I'm trying to say is, after a certain point, games are built for the hardware that the latest and greatest hardware. So after a certain point, your rig will be outpaced and you'll need to upgrade. For people who can upgrade, probably, if I think about it, if I want to do this, it might be best for me to upgrade or modify my rig every 3 or 4 years as opposed to every 5 or 6 years. Right now, the longest I've gone is 7 years. And that's due partially because the first build I ever did was when I was a graduate student, and I didn't really have that much money at the time. And then my second one was when I got my first really big job, and I basically, well, my first industry job was with Intel, and so then they had a program where you could take one of their parts or they would give you a discount on their latest processors. So I built my second rig by taking advantage of that, and it was great. Actually, my brother is using that rig now, and it seems to hold up pretty well. It's 7 years old. We've had to do a few modifications and fix things that kind of started falling apart after a certain point. I guess that's just the way it is. Oh, look at this construct metamorph. Huh. Let's see what I got. Oh yeah, this should be interesting. Let's see what we can do. Life regen undead. So I know I'm taking a risk here, but I really want to get better loot. So let's see. Oh, that's nice. See how hard this is gonna be. Run, baby, run, 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 run! Spam it. Oh yeah, he's mad. He's really mad. Generally with these guys, I died the first time I tried to do a metamorph. I've never done this before, and so the first time that I tried fighting a metamorph, I just randomly popped in things. I had no idea what was going on. It was pretty horrible. I died fairly quickly. Now I have to make sure I keep an eye on what happens here. But as it turns out, I did pretty well. So this is great. Look at all these goodies. Ooh, a nice iron. And steel greaves. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Can I squeeze in another slot here? Yeah, let's just pick this up and check it out. Let's take a look. Yeah, nope, can't take a look here. So I guess I will be hopping back right now. Wait, how far away am I from the waypoint? How far am I away from the waypoint? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not too far away. I can run across there. So let's just do that. In the beginning, when you're running through these places, oh, there it is. That was quick. In the beginning, when you're running through different levels here, portal scrolls will be few and far between. But as you level up, I've discovered they become more and more numerous. And I think that's one of the other things I like about this game so far. It's pretty well balanced. It gives you really good pacing in terms of what you drop, what you need, and the game will provide for you. I know that I've discovered there are microtransactions to be had, but they don't seem to be all that bad so far, and they don't break the game or anything like that. Would be terrible. So yeah, I can see why people really like this game, and I don't regret. I used to play Diablo, and I stopped playing Diablo partially for political reasons because obviously I'm with the background I have as an Asian. I do support Hong Kong and the freedoms that everyone I think should have the right and the access to. And I didn't like the fact that, it really disappointed me that Blizzard has understandably gone the route of bending over backwards for the sake of the market, but it doesn't sit well with me that they went through that extent to actually ban the player for a period of time, take the money away, and then also to get rid of the people who were simply doing their job. So yeah, this game is pretty solid. I'm enjoying it so far, and I hope you guys will too. It's free to play. It's really well maintained. If you really want to see a strong opinion from someone who knows what they're talking about, I highly recommend Upper Echelon. He knows what he's talking about with everything that he does. He has a his videos are very well thought out, very well planned, and I think he is a voice for the people, like real gamers. If he had done anything else outside of gaming, if he were for anyone else, like in politics or any other subjective field, I think he'd be a hard hitter in there if he had taken a different track. But yeah, so far, definitely check out his channel. Oh, sometimes I like to read these. They're pretty cool. I wish I knew. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. So I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to check out how this thing turns out. So we'll get back to this, and I will probably upload this to YouTube in my test bed as well, just to see how my voice turns out, and maybe I'll start writing a script. Or maybe I'll just go back and tap into my background as an actor and really start working on my voice a little bit more. It's been a while. Anyways, have a great night, guys. Thanks for letting me ramble here on my first playthrough in Path of Exile. Alright, have a great time, and I hope I'll see you guys around.